This fair trade cooperative in Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires, buys directly from small-scale farmers. The aim is to keep quality food at affordable prices. And that's no simple task in a country with persistently high inflation.
To give you an idea, last week we received 4 lists with prices for products. All had increases. I'm not talking about small increases. It was 6, 12, even 14%. The bottom line is that prices never stop going up, and that's a real struggle for us.
Inflation here is on the rise once again. January was the 5th consecutive month that inflation has increased in Argentina. Annual inflation is now running at over 32%. Now, just a few years ago, this country saw triple-digit inflation, so inflation has dropped. However, the increase in prices continues to be a highly sensitive issue. The government delayed the adoption of an updated price index to calculate inflation. This led to the well-regarded Statistics Institute director stepping down last week, and it raised questions over the real inflation rate.
This indicator is used not only to adjust pensions, salaries and rents, but also, for example, for calculating poverty. So, for example, if the inflation figure were artificially understated, we would also be underestimating the poverty figure.
Previous governments once placed pressure on the institute to manipulate figures. Workers told us that's not what is happening here, but the debate over how inflation is measured has fueled speculation that real prices are being underestimated. Combating inflation is the backbone of President Javier Milei's economic policy. Local elections last year added to the uncertainty in the markets and among Argentines.
Here, when Argentinians get nervous, start buying dollars. And when you buy dollars, dollars go up, and when dollars go up, inflation goes up. That's what explains the inflation from the last months of the previous year, October, November, December. The main explanation was the devaluation we had in September, October.
Milei is pushing forward with his ambitious austerity program. The government's controversial labour reform passed on Wednesday night, with protests outside Congress. While the government attempts to reboot Argentina's economy, the perennial problem with inflation remains. Joe Richards, CGTN in Buenos Aires.